we will be giving away, Skin-Centric is giving away 2 gift baskets of beautiful Skin-Centric products.
It's Vinayak Muthal.
Vinayak is good friend of mine. Where is he? He's outside?
Okay, may we have Vinayak, please? Okay. Oh, it's no name. Maybe it could go to your wife.
Yeah, I'll take my over.
No.
I think the number is, this number you need to read. I guess this number.
Ramanan Lashkar. Do we have Lebanon? Oh, okay. 784618. I think maybe they are on their lunch break.
Okay, we'll do it again.
Okay. Good. Or you want to do?
Yeah, let's do one more time.
It's Sukumar Papa? Shri Kumar. I'm sorry. Shri Kumar.
7846610.
7846610.
Okay, we'll do it again.
Okay.
We'll do it in half an hour or so. We'll just do it again.
Okay. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We should have. We'll do it again later on. I'm sorry.
All right. So moving on to our next segment, AI, cybersecurity, and immigration. So our first panel for this segment is Cyber Resilience 360, protecting business in a digital world. So for South Asian entrepreneurs, strong cybersecurity isn't just about protection. It is about safeguarding hard-earned success and building a trust as businesses scale into the digital age. Our next panel will dive into the topic of cybersecurity, Cyber Resilience 360, how you can protect your business in this digital world. Our esteemed panelists are Russell D. Scott, Chief Information Security Officer for Tarrant County and a seasoned IT executive with nearly 30 years of experience of global experience driving cybersecurity, digital transformation, and public sector innovation. Stephen Bullitt, ex-CISO of Federal Reserve Bank, a veteran cybersecurity leader, retired US Secret Service agent, and a former CISO of Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas, with decades of expertise in cybercrime, threat intelligence, and critical infrastructure protection. Prabhat Afale, Senior Vice President of Goldman Sachs and a proven information security leader known for turning challenges into opportunity through strategic cyber planning and business-aligned innovation. And our moderator, Kiro Mishra, CEO of Shieldent. Mr. Kiro is a leading provider of comprehensive cybersecurity solutions with strong focus on innovation and expertise. He drives organizations towards greater cyber resilience by addressing evolving digital threats with cutting-edge strategies. Under his leadership, Shieldent continues to empower businesses with robust security framework that protects, adapts, and thrives in today's complex cyber landscape. Please give them a big round of applause.
Thank you. How much time do we have? 30? Good afternoon, everyone. Nanda, Tony, and the whole team, thank you for putting up such a nice event. And as you all heard, we have a very esteemed panel. We'll go into a bit of more details, but before we start, and this track being AI and cyber, off late you all must be hearing a lot of AI inclusion into cyber, and that impact has been both positive and negative. Positive in the sense, we as cybersecurity practitioners, we are incorporating a lot of AI technologies into protecting the best possible way. At the same time, cyber attackers are using the same AI or maybe better AI technologies to attack us even more successfully. So that's the beauty of cybersecurity industry, and that's why we say it's not a matter of whether you will get cyber attacked or no. It's a matter of when you are going to get attacked. And that's why the topic of cyber resilience for us. We have a very interesting panel, and if we can spend just 60 seconds each, Stephen, Ross, and Pratibha, quickly introducing yourselves so that the audience can get a bit of more about your background. Stephen, let's go with you.
First of all, thank you all so much for having me. Yes, I'm Stephen Bullitt. I've been in the cybersecurity field for nearly 3 decades. I was a U.S. Secret Service agent for nearly 20 years. I ran their Electronic Crimes Task Force in Washington, D.C. for a number of years. I retired from there and went to NTT, where I worked with Kiro as well. I was the Vice President of Threat Intelligence and Incident Response globally for NTT. And then after doing that for 4.5 years, I traveled a lot and was able to come home to the Federal Reserve, where I was the Chief Information Security Officer and Business Continuity Officer for them for the past 5 years. So I recently retired, and now I'm developing my own app that will soon come out next week. But thank you all for having me.
Thanks, Stephen. Russ, over to you.
Now it's on. Russ Scott. I actually started my career in local law enforcement, kind of stumbled into IT, but 30 years of leading global teams for companies as diverse as Lone Star Equity, Caterpillar Logistics, as well as several manufacturing firms, and have only been in local government for the last 7 years, but have found it to be quite a unique challenge, particularly in this time where cybersecurity is becoming more critical and is going to touch every aspect of our lives as we continue to move forward.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. My name is Pratibha, and I've been fortunate to be in the technology industry for about 20 years. I've been in small, mid-size, and now a very large organization, manufacturing medical devices, and now financial services. I came into cybersecurity by way of a breach incident, which I was just thrown into from a technology perspective. And so I deeply care about cyber, not just for organization, but I think everyone should have a personal cyber hygiene that we should all really care about. And lastly, I congratulate all of you. The energy in this room with all the business and startups and running businesses, and you're all here to listen to the less exciting cyber, but I think we call ourselves necessary evil. So thank you for being here.
And we save you from all evils around the world. That said, we have a very interesting panel. As you say, Stephen has been with Secret Services. In fact, he has been presidential protection team for a while, so kind of experience that he carries is phenomenal. Russ comes with corporate as well as local government experience, and local government is very, very key sector in terms of focus on cyber. And Pratibha, as you mentioned, coming from SMB to now she is part of one of the world's largest financial institutions, and how they have been dealing with cyber. So hopefully we'll have a good discussion. So Pratibha, let's start with you. As we all will appreciate, cyber resilience means different to different people depending on their experiences and responsibilities. How would you define cyber resilience given the scale of operations that you are currently handling?
Yeah, when I saw this topic here, one of the thoughts that came to my mind is resiliency. When we think of resiliency, to me, it's, let's take anyone, for example, right? We make ourselves resilient every day. How? Okay, if we're trying to prevent a heart attack, we're going to, try a good diet, exercise, it's a holistic approach where we're going to say, how do we make ourselves resilient to prevent something, as well as if it were to happen, we're ready to pick ourselves up from that failure, from that disaster, and be okay. And so that's essentially, to me, we're going to apply it to a small business, to a person, or to a very large organization is a set of steps, right? You're going to layer those steps in so that you can prevent any attack. But like you said, are we always going to be preventing it? Nope, we're going to get hit one way or the other. And are you ready for that? So I think that's really, to me, is resiliency.
Excellent, thank you. Russ, your responsibility is a little different than Pratibha and Stephen. You are securing people like us, citizen of a local government. And when a cyber attack happens in a critical infrastructure in a local government, the impact could be really disastrous. It can lead to loss of life as well. So what have you seen in your past experience versus what you're doing now in terms of the resiliency and how it is different from what you had seen earlier in your corporate life?
With any industry, to piggyback on your comments, it's about preparation. It still is about getting every person in your organization, whether your organization is one person, two people, or 200,000 people, it's getting everyone within that organization to understand the importance of the role that you play in that. It goes back to, as cybersecurity experts, you have to understand your line of business. And so if we all have business critical functions, we all support business critical functions, but with truly understanding, and I think this is where my law enforcement background comes in, where sometimes our cybersecurity events literally are a matter of life and death for people. Just Friday, I was dealing with an incident where a judge was a victim of a phishing campaign. This judge was in the middle of a capital murder trial. And so it could potentially affect every person in this room with our own security and our own safety. And it had to be dealt with quickly and effectively. And so it goes back to understanding that judge needed to understand the importance of it. My team needed to be practiced, well-rehearsed, and understand how to respond to that seamlessly without hesitation. And I think that's what might make it a little bit different for us.
Makes sense. And Stephen, over to you. What's your definition of resilience as we speak?
Yeah, and that's a good question right there when you talk about resiliency. So when I was with the Federal Reserve, I was the Chief Information Security Officer, but also Business Continuity Officer as well. We didn't really talk about resiliency then. That term has sort of moved on to say, we're resiliency, and everybody sort of uses it. But what's the true definition of that?